Yo, what is up, guys? What is poppin'? We're back with the NPL versus our boy Nova, aka Safari, aka coach of the New York Greninjas. We are currently 4-3. I think he is 2-5. He had a rough stretch this season. He got hexed a lot. He actually got 6-0 by us in like week 1 because I crit his Gasham with my Mega Galate and then he had no counter left. That was sad. It was really sad for him. And yeah, it's been a theme for him throughout the season. But anyway, he made some changes to his squad. As he has the Salazzle on his team, which we actually traded to him for Greninja. And he also has a Alolan Persian, which we traded to him for some random Asmon, I don't even remember. He also has a Ductrio now, which made prep kinda annoying because Alolan Mark is my best check to some of the stuff like the Sylveon and the Salazzle. And at first I didn't really want to run Shetshell on this thing, but I figured I had to because, you know, Dougie is a bitch. But anyway, the team I built is Zapdos here, very bulky with the Charty Berry as like a backup check to regular Garchomp and Terrakion, which he has. Discharge, Heatwave, Toxic, and Roost. Very pre-versus him. I had HPIs over Toxic at first, but because I have two very solid counters to Garchomp in the Fable and Alomomola, I figured that Toxic would be better in case he brings some fat stuff. It would help out versus the Sylveon and the Vaporeon, which he has. Force those two mons to heal by if he has it, and like if not, it puts him on a timer, which is nice. Mega Galate is just simple 4 attacks, Adamant with enough speed for I think base 95s and Adamant's Arachne. I think it hits like 161 or so, or 160, and like I just speed creep that. I think that's my spread. 4 attacks, close combat, drain punch, poison jab for the Sylveon, and ice punch I think for Garchomp. Lefebvre is an unaware bitch today with Moonblast, Moonlight, Stealth Rock, and Heal Bell. Don't want to get toxic on my fat stuff. Alomomola is so toxic, Wish Protect, especially defensive, mostly because I needed to switch into Life of Salazzle, choose any 2 hits after Rocks and Lefties with the Protect, and I can just soak stuff like Lazzle, like Mega Scissor, like Garchomp, shoot their hits even at +1 or +2, and like toxic them once they are soaked. Soak is kinda annoying in this matchup because Scissor and Salazzle has like 2 immunities, and if I soak, for example, Garchomp or Scissor on the switch in, or just soak them in general, or even Salazzle, he knows that the Toxic is coming, can just go into his other immunity, so that's kinda annoying, but maybe we'll be able to play around that. Yeah, Scolipede here, spikes, 3 attacks. I wanted the backup check to Sylveon because at first I think I had Pillow Swine or something on this team over Scolipede, but I was like so weak to Sylveon, I didn't want my Mug only my Mug to be able to check it. If it's like a Wish Protect set with like Hyper Voice and like Heal Bell, because then I have to Toxic him several times, lose Mons in the process until I like stall out his Heal Bell, and yeah, it would just be nice. Some Poison Jab Scolipede with Mega Horn, Baginium Z to like revenge Garchomp to I think Oko Salazzle after 2 rock switch-ins, even though it's like quad resisted, and I have the Earthquake obviously. Like I'm not outspeeding Salazzle, but if he like brings it in hard on my Scolipede, I outspeed it next turn and I can revenge it. Baginium Z also allows me to break through Vaporeon because after rocks and the spike, Vaporeon actually can't shoot a Mega Horn into a Savage Spinout, which is nice. Also helps versus the Alolan Persian, which actually choose 1 Mega Horn if it's physically defensive. Maki is a set that I came up with. Like, it took me a while to come up with this set because I figured I need so much moves and so many moves. Maybe I need AV to even check Salazzle, because especially defensive Muk does not guaranteed live 2 Fire Blasts from Life of Salazzle after Rocks, which is really unfortunate. But I figured I can just go with Knockoff and Poison Jab. With the Curse and the Rest, Rest is like super nice to like just get health back versus the Sylveon to pretty much stall it out if he's not set up. And I obviously have to Shed Shell, so I can like always rest up on Salazzle without fearing Dugtrio would come in, which is nice because then I can just go into Zapdos and yeah, go from there. And at +2, Dugtrio obviously can't knock me out with his Bayonet. At +6, I beat Scissor 1 vs 1 if it's a defensive variant because he like just does jack shit to me. But versus this squad, I'm probably not clicking first because I like much rather get the Poison Touch Toxic off on a Garchomp switching, for example, and knock out whatever item Dougie has. I want to attack the Sylveon. I want to get a knockoff or a Poison Jab off on the Persian to maybe get a toxic, get the Poison Jab poison off. So yeah, we should be in a good spot there. So yeah, let's go right into that. I'm sorry, I was like really confused here, but I decided to lead off with my Zapdos because it pretty much matches up well versus everything you can lead with. If you lead with Garchomp, I can just Toxic it, same with Dugtrio. Versus the rest, I can just spam Discharge or something. He was off with Persian. I figure he wants to Parting Shot out into probably his Garchomp, which is a fine switch at -1. Zapdos can't really do too much if I'm defensive, and yeah, I figured he doesn't want to take a Discharge with this Persian, but he actually decides to stay in Taunt, makes a good play here, and this like puts me in a bad position because now Garchomp pretty much has a free switch in, as I cannot touch it. So I decided to go into my Alola. I don't care about the drops, and he doesn't really have a perfect switch into Alomomola. I can just Toxic whatever wants to come in. So I do just that. As the Parting Shot out, and he brings in Salazzle, which tells me like this either like a sub Toxic set, or like just a spec set that wants to blow me back. If I had the Liquidation, would live one because I'm at -1, but he like really doesn't want to risk subbing up versus me. So I decided to just Soak, makes it easier for my Mug to switch in, makes it easier for Alomomola to beat it on its own. So yeah, we go from here as he overheats. Pretty free versus me if I'm not specially defensive. This like does over 50 to me, but I'm actually indeed max for that. So that's nice. I get the Soak off, which means a hard wall is the thing. And yeah, I think I make the switch out into my Zapdos predicting Scissor to come in. That's what I said in team preview, that like the second immunity on the squad is kind of annoying because then I'm like forced to play some mind games. But now I have reviewed Toxic, and he might just think that I want to take away Stab from Salazzle so I can beat it easier. But Persian comes in, and like this overheat, I don't know if I mentioned it, but definitely specs, but timid specs, so it can't really do much to my Alomomola. Can never really 2KO me after lefty and protect, so that's nice. Yeah, I go for Toxic again with my Zapdos. I don't think he would taunt me again and just would like to Parting Shot out here, and this is exactly what he does after going for the Fake Out. Him having Fake Out is good to know. I reckon his last move is Foul Play for the Mega Gallade, will only make sense. And I get the Toxic off on Garchomp, which is huge. I can just go into my Clefable, which hard walls thing. As he puts a nice double into Salazzle, predicting me to either go into Alo or Clef. Very smart plan. Now I just go hard into my Mug, predicting to go for a Sludge Wave. I don't really wanna take a Sludge Wave with my Alomomola, even though I'm at full. I can stall it out eventually, but my Mug, I know, choose this hit fairly easily, and I can just knock off here. As he goes hard Dugtrio, this knockout, he told me afterwards he had 60 defense only, so I had a slight chance to knock him out here, which would have been nice, but of course that would have prevented him from going for rocks. But I have the knock off the choice, and then I have the Shed Shot, so I go hard into my Zapdos here. Let's see, like just Earthquakes. I will knock him out with the Heat Wave on this next turn, because like if he Stone this, I have a Chardy Berry, and I don't expect Garchomp to pack Stone Edge in this scenario. It probably has like Outrage, Ground Step, and Earthquake, and probably Poison Jab. So I can really go for my Heat Wave here and knock out this Dugtrio, which is nice. It didn't really do much with my team because I had the Shed Shot, so fair point in second it, I think, on his part. Fair play. So rocks are up, which is kind of annoying, but doesn't matter too much. Only mon that really doesn't appreciate his Scolipede because I don't have recovery on this thing. Salazzle comes in, I'm at 94.4%, specs overheat max roll is 94.4, So I'm trying to risk it here and just roost and scout what he does. If he wants to go for an overheat, I can pretty much stall him out with pressure, which is nice. So roost, he goes for a sludge wave, I easily live that. Can roost up again, and I still have a nice amount of health where I'm not afraid of Mega Scissor, for example. Like even if he has like adamant knockoff, he's not knocking me out of the rock. So this is nice. Yeah, I can just go into my mug here and shoot the sludge wave, and I can rest up on this next turn. He goes into Persian. Fair play. I can just burn a turn of sleep and predict him to want me to taunt. Predicting like probably like I predict him to want to go for taunt, so that's what I want to say. Because I could have like I could easily have the sleep talk here. So I burn a turn of sleep here. Now go to Arlo, predicting to parting shot out again. Didn't really need to burn a second turn of sleep. I have heal by all my clef if I need it. Can go back into laser, which means I can just protect here. See what he wants to do. And he goes for sludge wave again. I think I'm just gonna wish here or soak on this next turn, knowing that I shoot us hits. Yeah, I wish. And I think I passed this wish into my mug. Yeah, trying to like keep this thing healthy, burn another turn of sleep. Goes into Sylveon, does like 27 with the hyper voice, so he's like probably physically defensive. He has shown a tendency of running Calm Mind Sylveon in the past, and like this hyper voice actually is a 4-hit KO, so I'm forced to rest here. I don't. Oh no, I knock off here and will rest on the next. And knock off here is this eject button, which is a very nice prep on his part. Eject button into Dugtrio would have been a problem versus would have been a problem for Mark if I didn't have the Shedshot. But him not having left is nice in general because it means Gallade can 2-hit KO it after rocks if he wants to switch in. So yeah, because Hyper Voice is a 2-hit KO from this range, I'm forced to rest, which pretty much gives him free Calm Mind. I don't know why he goes for Calm Mind here, because had I Poison Jab, he would have done like 50 and forced him to wish up and like could have just spammed Poison Jab from this range. But I can just go into my Scolipede. It's kind of useless versus team. Getting up a spike could be really helpful, and I want to pressure this. Thing, which is like, in my opinion, the best play I can go for. So I go for a spike here, force him out. Had he killed me there, I would have gotten up a spike, and then could have gone into Clef to like just beat this thing 1 vs 1 because I'm unaware. So not too big of a deal. Or like just heal bell the Mach and then beat it with Mach. So he goes into Scissor. If he defogs rocks away from me, so that would be nice. It's just bullet punches, which is his best play, pretty much. Get a free roost out of that, which is good. I think his best play actually would have been to U-turn, keep the pressure up on Zapdos, but he actually didn't do that. Probably didn't want to chew like a Z Super Pearl, for example. But he goes back into Persian, and I can just discharge here as he taunts me. Like, Persian can't beat Zapdos 1 vs 1, because the best move is knockoff with a foul play. I get to discharge them off, no para, thankfully for my opponent. I can just go back into Arlo on the predicted parting shot. Garchomp comes in. I'm not afraid of this thing. It's toxic, you can't sub up if he has it. The SDs, I will soak him and then go hard into my Clefable, I think. Maybe I wish first. No, I go hard into my Clef. I see SDs again. Would have been a good play, but I am unaware as he notices because it take rocks damage and he's like, oh shit, yeah, that's smart prep, nice. He said that was nice, but I get up my rocks here pretty freely. Earthquake without stab would have done 30 max, so yeah, pretty much free as the rocks of my life, and I know he wanted to switch out. And goes into Lazzle here and puts a double switch into Persian, trying to catch my Arlo. He can just taunt me here if he wanted to, so I have to switch out to Scolipede, but he actually goes for the Z parting shot. Totally forgot about this during the game, and good thing about Z parting shot is it does not heal it does not heal the toxic on Garchomp. So yes, it could have been like annoying to have a fully healthy Garchomp around, but even without the toxic, you can't beat my Clefable or my Alomomola, so not too big of a deal here. I will just go for my Z Mega Horn here. If he gets greedy and wants to SD up, predicting me to spike, pretty much loses his Garchomp here. So Savage Spin Out does a nice 48%, puts this thing in guaranteed range of toxic after this next turn, and he like can't just knock me out with Earthquake. Yes, I lose a backup check to Sylveon, but I can potentially play it that way that I could easily toxic stall him with Aloe if I don't give him free switch-ins, and like nothing really gives him free switch-ins plus setup, so that's nice. Just for the outrages, I'm free to wish up because like if he switches out, he's dead to rocks on his spike, and he basically has to stay in and try to get damage off on me. I will go for the soak here first because I don't want to take a hyper voice if he like he's pixie player and I calc stuff wrong. Could have had a chance to knock me out, but yeah, let's go for the soak first so he at least doesn't get stabbed on this thing. And oh no, he actually would this? No, he wouldn't get stabbed because the pixel does like boost the attack. So I get his soak off, and now I can toxic him to protect. So he's wish protect, calm mind, and hyper voice, which means I can just toxic and then go hard into clef, which is nice. Hyper voice may see +1 doesn't like jack shit. I could just wish pass here, which I actually do, and yeah, he like just comments up, trying to at least get a kill here on me, but I'm having none of that. I can just go into my clef and beat this Sylveon one with when he comments again. And like here comments again. I don't know why it doesn't, like it didn't really make a difference. Hyper voice would have done like 15 to my Clefable and like I would have just knocked it out. Texas Persian here. Like this game is over at this point, he already says GG. Scissor comes in, which is the free Zapdos of my life, even if he like U-turns here. It like doesn't make a difference. He bullet punches though to try to get a kill on Clef, but I actually would have shoot that. So I had the if I had the Fire Blast there, I could have easily like won this game here. But now I can just roost on his U-turn. I could have Heat Wave for discharge, but like it doesn't really matter. I can like just try and stall him out here with the Aloe or the Muk. He actually goes for the overheat, so I'm pretty free to like just. I think I soak here before I wish up. Yeah, I soak to try to get step away from where I want to come in, and now a toxic, which is kind of misplay because this thing comes back in. He like just tries to get a kill now for differential, but Aloe can potentially like just stall it out. I can just again look what he wants to go for. He goes for the Sludge Wave and like easy scar. Can wish protect here and see like what he wants to do. Try to get at an amount of health where Sludge Wave into non-stab Sludge Wave after the soak does not kill me, so I can preserve the 5-0. I asked him if he wants to play it out, and he said like, yeah, maybe a 1 differential point makes helps someone else make playoffs, so that's a fair point on his part. And I think here's the moment where I just soak. Doesn't know I will like take 55 and then we'll be at 36% after lefties after this protect, and non-step Sludge Wave actually does 38 max, so I have a very solid chance to lift this, but he actually crits me, which is unfortunate, so I will just win this game 4, or I can just go into Mega Galate here and click Drain Punch to knock this thing out. He does 46 with the Sludge Wave, nice damage, but obviously it doesn't matter because Scissor can't knock me out here with the Bullet Punch. I don't know if he actually goes for it. No, he doesn't. So I can just close combat it and win 4-0. So this is this was basically week 9, but I will title it week 8 because I haven't played my week 8 match yet. So this is our next NPL match here, and I'm glad I got away with the win here versus my Bonova. Unfortunate season for him. I hope he like doesn't get lucked as hard as he did this season, so he can like put in quite some work maybe the next time around. But I think he's eliminated of playoffs by now, and we have taken back obviously our number 1 spot in the division, which is nice. We're undefeated in our division, so this should come in handy for playoff seeding in case we have a tie, for example, for the division lead, which could very well happen versus Nikki. But yeah, anyway, good game to my opponent. I liked how the squad that I built worked out. He really didn't have a way of breaking through it, besides potentially Sylveon, but Clef was stalling that thing all day. Pretty much could have gotten like special attack drops, which would have allowed me to go to Muk and get a Poison Jab off, for example. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Zapdos was like solid, delayed, got 2 more kills. Didn't really intend to get more kills with it, but because Aloe went down, I had to like bring it in to sweep the game. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and a comment if you did, and I catch you in the next video. See ya.